Athletes have been known to bring great recognition to the countries for which they compete. In fact, sports participation and competition is an important contributor to a nation's culture, identity, and national pride. In the 2019 Caribbean Free Trade Association CARIFTA Games, held in the Cayman Islands, Guyana won a record 10 medals, 4 gold, 2 silver, and 4 bronze. Now we're gearing up to host CARIFTA right here in 2021. This week on Government in Action, we take a look at Guyana's recent success at the Games, explore how the government has invested in the various disciplines, and hear from the coaches and the young athletes that have made us all so proud.
It started off with hard training. Obviously my aim at first was to qualify before going. So I trained extremely hard to qualify, and when I got at CARIFTA, my main focus was to get a gold medal.
Simply watching it on TV, Usain Bolt, Mufaro, and these kind of top athletes. So I guess seeing them winning gold medal and being up top so I guess going to the my first races was at school sports, is where I first started, and go up to CARIFTA. Going to the first year, 2018, was a little nervous. I was a little scared, and seeing these big guys and it was a good experience going to CARIFTA.
I started running for school, and my coach saw me. He liked how I run and said it's great, and he put me in athletics. I began training. I eased up for a while due to injury and start again. It was very hard because I was on injury at the moment, and I fell out in the second trials. First trials I came very close. I didn't even make it on the last trial. Till afterwards they decided to put me on the team. Then afterwards I make that event. It was very hard coming up to CARIFTA. It's a really great achievement being my first year. I expected better, but hopefully next year. It was a really, really great experience.
Well, I take part in sports ever since I was 11, and in 2015 I dropped all my other sports and I settled on with throwing after I was recognized by a coach at the Inter-Schools Championship. Well, it was different. It has to be different because it's a bit higher level of competition. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I'm glad I got the experience, and I know what it's like when it comes the next time next year.
Actually my second time at CARIFTA, so I already had the experience, but it was very challenging because the countries came extremely harder than last year. But everybody went out and did their best.
When it was the CARIFTA trials, training got really hard because I didn't qualify for the first 2. So it was really difficult for me. So yeah, training got really hard, and it is a good opportunity because this is my first time and I am proud of myself.
It's my second time. Well, the training was really hard and it was really excited. Things was really complicated, but I could say I enjoyed the trip. It's really different. The atmosphere, everything is different. The food, everything is just like a whole new environment, a new beginning. You just have to go out there and do what you were told to do.
Highlighting the importance of athletics in Guyana, the CARIFTA team members said that the sport is an excellent outlet for youth and an honest means through which young people can achieve their career goals.
Guyana is getting better and better at sports, so I think it's very important. So in the future, I would like to see more Guyanese making CARIFTA, because for the past years we've been carrying a larger team. So next year we carried this year we carried 21 athletes. So next year I'm looking forward to at least 30 and keep increasing the number. I think that sports can carry someone very far because it's a lot of exposure. You know, it's a lot of exposure towards people. And you could get money too, so it's a nice part about it.
Sports is very important. I see sports to young people as a way to get them off the streets, get them, instead of idling around, get them active. To me, it brings a lot. It brings not only fame, but it brings recognition. They can get further educational studies through sports. So I see it as a great investment in Guyana.
I feel very proud. Everyone go out and do their best. It was a little tough. It was a little tough at the competition, and everyone go out and do their best and make Guyana proud. and we have few gold, silver and bronze, and we're proud of Guyana as ambassadors.
Well, it was my first time at CARIFTA Games, and I trained very hard. The year before, when they had the CARIFTA trials, I tried and I did not qualify. So I came again and worked harder, and I was going for the record this year, but unfortunately I did not. So next year at the CARIFTA Games, I would like to go.
I feel proud of myself because couple years back I didn't know where would I have been, thanks to God and my coach and my family. Well, if they stay focused, remember it's not only about the athletics, you must have education to help you go forward. I encourage them to stay in school and pick up a sport. It is really good.
Guyana and her citizens are proud, but the athletes, who said they are proud to represent Guyana internationally, noted that there is much more that can be done by Guyanese to support their quests. For them, the active support of their fellow citizens can make their athletic performances even better.
I would like to tell them to come out and support us, because we could really use it to boost our energy so we can run even faster and bring home more goals.
Sports, I think if people come out and support more, athletes would get that kind of encouragement, because when I heard cheering at CARIFTA, I felt that extra energy. So if support is there, people will perform. It's a lot for me. It's a push for me. If I can represent Guyana and do so well, I can do it again and do even better. So I see it as a great investment.
Every single athlete that went to CARIFTA Games has done well, and we need more Guyanese to come and support us. Without support, we can't do it.
We need to encourage these athletes, as I'm only 16 and I don't fly out 2 times to CARIFTA, and it's a good experience. So encourage youths to come out and run. You know, with that football, cricket, going to sports, and sports is like, it free your mind, it make you feel happy, it take you out of violence and everything.
Sports is not a hard thing to get into. It's easy. Just have to know which one you're good at. So just go out there and just do any sports, and the one that you're good at, you continue with that one.
The athletes are all optimistic about what the future holds, some even considering the World Olympic Games.
For the future, I just want to make sure I have my education first, book first, and then sports. It's very important because you could go far with it. You could have a scholarship to different college, and that's what I want.
Well, more training. All I have in my hand with God on my side. All I wish for is to do better, to further my distance in both my throws. And everybody's saying that I look like an Olympian. Well, hopefully I'll get there someday.
During this year's CARIFTA Games, Guyana gained recognition for being one of the fastest rising track and field teams in the Caribbean. Head coach of this year's CARIFTA team, Mr. Julian Edmonds, even says Guyanese athletes are ranking among the top 20 in the world.
Over the years, and for the last 6 to 7 years, if you check, we've been more recognized, on the international seas. When I'm a coach that checks the International Athletic Federation rankings, and at a period of time, Guyanese are ranking the top 20 in the world, and this is from local athlete Leslie Beard, Akeem Stewart, to some athletes that we've got in college. They at some time or the other are ranked in the top 20 in the world. So, and it's not one or two; it's multiple. So athletics is definitely on the rise, in Guyana.
Coach Edmonds added that despite the competitive environment of the CARIFTA Games, he's not surprised by his team's excellent performance.
CARIFTA is always tough. Every one of the countries brought their A game. It was fatiguing, but at the end of it all, we did the best that we could have done, and fortunately for us, it was the best performance in the history of the games that we've been competing since in the 70s. It's overjoy. Take for example, the most of these kids I've known for a number of years. With the Athletic Association, what's happened is that, take for example, we started planning for CARIFTA 2019 since 2018. So there's really and truly no surprise in this team.
Assistant coach Mr. Raymond Daw said that Guyana's improving athletic performance will help the team make a mark at CARIFTA 2021.
Sports is important to Guyana because it helps, one, bring us together. Two, it helps the young athletes to develop, academic-wise. It can help them to get scholarship. So once they have the balance, they have a far way to go. We are growing as an athletic nation. It was mentioned at CARIFTA that Guyana is showing great signs of improvement in track and field. And in 2021, Guyana will be hosting CARIFTA Games for the first time. And I think all goes well. Our athletes will be performing well at CARIFTA in 2021.
Head of the Athletics Association of Guyana, Mr. Aubrey Hudson, said that the organization is continuously looking for ways to promote Guyana's sports culture. CARIFTA 2021 provides the perfect opportunity to bring awareness to Guyanese athletics and has already gotten the attention of former athletes in the diaspora.
Because sports is culture. Culturally, you'll see people doing things as a result of events that are going on internationally. I mean, once West Indies cricket is playing, you'll see kids set up in the street and playing cricket, and football, the same thing. So unless we can develop the culture of athletics and track and field in Guyana, we will always be playing second and third best to the rest of the world. So the Athletics Association of Guyana has embarked on a developmental plan of bringing awareness to the sport and creating that cultural change through exposing our athletes to international competition, and also whenever they go there and do well, or even if they don't do well, we let the public know of track and field.
Mr. Hudson praised the Department of Social Cohesion and the National Sports Commission for seeing the potential of athletics in Guyana and investing in the nation's teams. Director of Sports, Mr. Christopher Jones, says that the increasing success of Guyana's athletes is a welcome return on the Commission's investment.
All right, essentially I would say that we are in a very good place from where we started from. Essentially, as I mentioned before, in terms of providing funding and support for the various associations, federations and club individual athletes, it was lacking. We were able to open up, so to speak, and be more accommodating to many of the associations. And as such, if you look back in 2017 and 2018, you would recognize almost on a monthly or fortnightly basis, you open a newspaper and you see Guyana won, Guyana athlete, Guyana team, bringing home gold, bringing home silver, regionally and internationally. And we credit ourselves that this is as a direct result of the support that has been made available to the association and federation, albeit it may not be a 100% that they would have requested, but the support in cash and kind afforded us to be doing or achieving that we have been doing. Looking forward in the future as a result of the investment that was made, we look to the future to see Guyana medaling at the Olympics that are coming up very sharply between 2020 and 2022. And of course, in preparing our athletes and lending the support so that we ensure that they put the best foot forward, the Sports Commission and the government as a whole will continue to lend support to them.
Guyana is racing toward CARIFTA 2021 and the recognition of our true athletic ability throughout the Caribbean. The National Sports Commission and the Athletics Association of Guyana is eager to make all Guyanese proud through this avenue. Until next time, this has been Government in Action. I'm Grace Williams. Have a good week.